Bills. Gee. Now they're coming at me from the rear. Oh, Mr. August not here. Go Hong Kong. Sell lychee nuts. Whoa. Bills. What else?
Maggie, help!
Who is he?
Just calm down now, Mr. Ryan, for heaven's sake. Would you calm down? Now, there's no reason to get excited. I can take care of the boys.
I hate to say this, believe me, but I think maybe we ought to call the cops.
Mr. Ryan, bite your tongue.
Well, at least check with social services. Oh, no. I get it. It's a national holiday. I followed up. You're all here. The office is locked up. Well, little brotherhood day, huh? Who's your friend here?
Well, that's just it, Mac. We don't know.
You don't know? He just dropped in off the street for a couple of belts?
Well, no, he's like a foundling.
Left on the doorstep.
Abandoned? Oh, what's his name?
He won't say.
Hey.
What do you mean he didn't say?
He won't say.
Well, he can talk, can't he? What's your name?
Kumba.
Come on, what is he, 4 years old here? He's got to talk. Withholding information here? Here, let me have it. He can talk. He's just a little shy around strangers, aren't you? You're a little. Hold it. You're just a little shy around. Wait. Now listen. I want to tell you a story. You see, you're a little joker, aren't you? Wait a minute. Oh, just a minute. No. Mr. McBride, this was left with the kid. It's from a jazz friend of mine called Omar Dean. The enclosed was left with me for safekeeping, but I have a one-night stand in Vegas. I'll call you as soon as I get there and explain everything. I know you got... Hey, wait a minute. Not to talk. Hey, just connections with McBride and Ryan, so the kid will have their protection if anybody comes after him. Don't let him out of your sight. Don't trust anybody till you hear from me.
It probably has something to do with one of those awful custody disputes. You know, a broken marriage, and they're just tossing him around like a football. Poor little fella.
Wait a minute. Yeah.
A boy that age needs a woman's touch, Mr. Ryan.
Boys all ages need a woman's touch. There's no question.
Die. Well, howdy do, Nanny. I thought I'd drop off a few knickknacks for the tyke, if you know what I mean. Yes. Keep mad at Monsieur. And here I have his lunch. Where is little darling now?
He's in there with Captain Kangaroo.
Well, do you think we have time so we can break up the howdy-doody hour before this stuff gets cold?
Mac, you all right?
Oh, yeah. Yes, nothing. There's an inquiring child. He sees the plug, wants to pull it out. It's perfectly natural. There, go to your Aunt Maggie. There you are.
Mr. McBride, you have a lot of work to do. You can't do that and take care of the child, too.
Oh, accidents will happen.
Yeah, he has a nifty way of making accidents happen. Let's face that.
He's all right. He's all right.
You know, let's face another thing. I don't know whether you and I are quite set up to be, babysitters.
Speak for yourself, Mr. Ryan.
What is our position legally? Have you got any idea about that?
Legally, yeah. Possession of a minor without his parents' permission.
Supposing he doesn't have any parents.
Then we got a big problem.
Would they put him in an orphanage?
But hold it. Wait a minute. The kid's my responsibility. Omar left him with me, remember?
I'm sure you'll do the right thing, yeah.
Well, I think the right thing right now is to give him his lunch. Or don't you think I can handle that? Maggie, come on.
Lunch time.
Yes, I'm looking for Mr. Malcolm Argos. I was told I'd find him here.
Could I tell him what it's about?
I'm from the Child Welfare Department. Is he here?
Just one moment, please.
All right.
Mr. McBride, I have a lady here from the Children's Welfare Department to see you.
All right, wheel her in.
Mr. McBride, Miss Armistice Simpson.
How do you do?
Hello. How are you?
Very good. That's an unusual name, Armistice.
Yes, well, I was born the 11th hour, the 11th day, and the 11th month.
Oh, Armistice Day from the First World War. Yeah. I knew a fellow born on that day.
Mr. McBride, I have a court order here concerning a minor in need of care and protection.
Yes? Well, Mr. Argus doesn't work in this office.
Yes, I know that, Mr. McBride. But I went to the Bouzouki bar, and they gave me this address as the alternative. It's my duty to take the boy into the custody of the court.
Miss Simpson, I'm not sure...
I must ask for your cooperation.
This is my partner.
How do you do? I'm Peterson T. Ryan.
This is Miss Simpson, Pete. Child welfare.
You understand this is a very serious matter.
Pete, have a look at these.
Well, I can assure you, Miss Simpson, that the only concern we have is for the child's welfare. Yeah.
Take a look at the court order, will you?
One question. Isn't this rather unusual to have this court order signed by a federal judge?
Well,
Where'd you get this?
It was on my desk when I arrived at the office.
Did you happen to notice the applicant's signature here? Redburn or Radford, whatever that is. I don't want to tell you your business, Miss Simpson, but I do think you ought to check this out. Because we have reason to believe that this boy is in danger. Right, Mac?
Well, we got a letter, Miss Simpson, telling us not to let the boy out of our sight.
Well, we haven't.
Well, may I see the boy?
Maggie?
You're obviously in good hands. I'll look into this whole thing, gentlemen, and I'll get back to you. Goodbye.
Thank you.
We can't understand a word he says.
It's no wonder. He speaks Swahili. This boy is African.
What? African?
African?
I don't understand it. It's not like Omar.
Who'd you talk to in Las Vegas?
His lead guitar player, the bongo player, the manager of the club, the group showed up, but no Omar. And to top it off, his phone doesn't answer.
Maybe he's sick, or drunk, or... Power must be off.
No, Ratburn, you listen. I'm going to hang up.
All right, Alexo, I'm listening.
I'm getting out of the country and I'm going home. It's my only chance now.
I'll help you. I'll arrange it. Where are you?
Just listen. All I want from you is a public statement that I'm still alive.
You know I can't issue any statements.
Then leak it. I want my people to know. I'll walk into a newspaper office and tell them the whole story.
Alexo, you can't make it on your own. They have your scent now, those two killer hounds.
They're mindless animals, members of a primitive cult. I can handle them. But what troubles me is, how did they get my scent? Somebody in your group betrayed me. Maybe you, Colonel.
For God's sake, trust me.
I trust nobody, believe nobody. Put out the statement.
Wait, what about your son? Alexo!
His name is Teku Matili, but he doesn't seem to answer to that. My chief has asked the courts to give us another listing for his name.
Yeah, well, that's a step in the right direction. Maybe they'll be able to tell us what his name is, where he comes from, and what he's doing here.
And if they can't, why don't we call Alex Haley? Hi, Dad.
You want to go there?
Oh.
How's that? Oh! You know, I think we ought to be getting him back, Miss Simpson.
Well, can't we stay a little longer? He needs exercise and fresh air. Besides, you can call me Lanika. That's my Afro name.
Lanika?
Yes.
That's a prettier name than Armistice.
It means the same thing. It means the peacemaker.
That must be a hard name to live up to.
Well, I try. I campaign for gun control, abolition of the death penalty, and that sort of thing. I also belong to an organization called, it's a pacifist organization. It's called Love International. We're against all kinds of violence.
So am I, except I keep meeting people who don't share my views. bright.
Thank you.
Now, I want you to look into my eyes. And I want you to concentrate, okay? We're being tailed.
Well, I saw a policeman at the front gate.
That's too far away.
But the guy's cute.
Besides, I want to find out who they are and what they want.
Oh, please, Pete, no violence.
I'll tell them I'm a member of Love International, all right? Here's what I want you to do.
Did the keepers know that there's 2 turkeys that are loose? It's too late. They're gone. And you're in the toilet. All right, fellas, it's information time. Who the hell are you and what do you want with the kid? Are you going to tell me? Or do you want me to call one of the attendants and tell them that there's indecent language and loitering used around the men's room?
If you'll come with us, Mr. Ryan, the colonel will explain.
Huh? Then how come you send 2 of your male models to snatch a 4-year-old kid?
You're in over your head, Ryan. I want you and your partner to turn that child over to me immediately.
Oh, and you'll give us a receipt? You haven't answered my questions.
The boy is a key figure in an international security case, and that's all you're getting.
Not enough. Not nearly enough. You wouldn't be Redburn or Red Fern or somebody like that. You wouldn't know anything about a federal court order that wasn't exactly legal, or about a jazz musician by the name of Omar Deans that sort of lost his beat. You wouldn't know anything about that, would you?
Now, damn it, I know you mean well, but your meddling's endangering the boy's life. I can protect him.
Convince me, huh? Just answer my questions. Who is he? Where does he come from? What about his family? Just answer those for me, okay?
He has no family. His mother died in childbirth, and his father was Alexo Chetamunyo.
The African liberator?
Yes.
The one that was overthrown,
by military junta 3 years ago and was executed by a firing squad. Talk to your partner. Call me.
So there are 2 sets of people looking for the little boy. Those tall fellows with the shaving scars and the feds. That poor little thing.
I'm not sure that they are feds. Oh, yeah, they're feds. I talked to Lieutenant Shilton this morning. He said that they had got a directive from Washington. The department is to lay hands off. It's strictly a federal matter.
You're kidding.
No.
You know something? I kind of missed the pitter-patter of tiny little feet. The crash of breaking glass. It was kind of cute. Some more hot coffee, huh?
I better go open the store.
You know, if that's a federal matter, we may not have any option. We may have to turn the boy over.
Let's try to understand what's going on here, Mackby, before we decide to turn the kid over to anybody. Now, you know those 7-foot goons that attacked you and Malcolm?
Yeah.
They seem to be men with a mission.
Automatons. Fanatics from some cult or society. They were trained for that. Maybe even bred.
Sent by a dictator to assassinate the son and heir of a man he deposed and murdered.
Yeah, a youngster who'd grow up to be a deadly rival. You know, I know an expert on this African stuff. I'm going to get to him, see if he can identify these scars on the cheeks for the tribes and things. He's out of town, but he'll be back tomorrow.
Well, you can rest easy. Armistice has the kid tucked away in a daycare center. I think he's safer there in a horde of children than he would be with the feds.
Yeah, I'd say.
You know, Alexo Chetamunio must have been a lot of man.
I understand he was.
Lanika.
Hi.
Peace. Have you heard from the federal courts?
Nope, and I don't think I'm going to.
That's because there are no affidavits. How is Junior?
Oh, he's terrific. He's a smash, isn't he? His score to date is 1 mirror, 2 plates, and a center supervisor's hearing aid. And he almost got this. With the other kids around, he never stops talking. Partly in Swahili. I'm sure he's asking for something over and over. I'd love to know what it is.
Hold it. The Arts Foundation Theater, I think it is. There's an Afro-cultural group over there.
Oh, yes. I studied with them.
Maybe they could interpret some of this babbling.
You studied with him?
Yeah, about a year ago.
Let's go. Mac, I'll call you.
Yeah.
See ya. That's the boss there. Benjamin Kafulubiti.
Ben.
He teaches a lot of other subjects, too. History, crafts, juju lore.
Juju lore? That's a type of voodoo, isn't it?
Close relationship.
It's an interesting group.
Yes, I miss being a part of that.
You used to do this kind of thing?
Oh, yes. It was an obligatory part of the course. I got an A grading.
Nifty.
Attention, children. Wrap up warm. We are going again. Next time, I want to see some energy. I think, Lanika, how's your life, little sister?
Fine, Brother Benjamin. Little children love one another.
Every day is holy.
Brother, this is Pete Ryan.
How do you do? It's a pleasure.
This is a business call.
In that case, this way to my office.
Professor Denson doesn't have any classes this morning. He said if you can get over there right away, he'd be happy to see you.
Oh, good. Is Pete back yet?
Oh, no, he's still at the Arts Foundation.
Uh-huh. All right, Pomona. In about 30 minutes, if Pete calls, tell him I'll be back before lunch.
Okay, bye.
Right, honey.
The little boy is of the Zankini tribe, and he is simply asking for his father.
Oh, no, his father's dead. Pete just told me on the way over here.
Yeah, he was killed about 3 years ago.
How old is the boy now?
He's 4. Only just.
He couldn't possibly remember. Yet he keeps asking, where's Daddy? When is Daddy coming to see me? And maybe once or twice, I live with my daddy in a tall white hut.
Well, either he's been raised by a foster parent or someone like that, or else his father's still alive.
Hey, look, obviously you're the head man here.
Chakwe.
Where's Mac? He drove out to Pomona to see if Professor Denson said he'd be back after lunchtime.
Well, what's his car still doing outside? Let me have the phone, will you?
McBride and Ryan.
Maggie, let me talk to Mac, will you?
Oh, no, Mr. Ryan, he hasn't called in. Not since he left for Pomona.
Well, he never left unless he decided to walk it.
Well, Mr. Ryan, could you just hold on a jiffy? Can I help you?
Allow me to present myself. I'm Major Lebinjaw, Special Equerry.
How do you do?
Mr. McBride is unharmed. I assure you. Absolutely.
He will be restored to you in perfect health when Mr. Ryan has delivered the Chetamunya boy to me. Do I make myself clear?
Yes, sir.
Splendid! I need hardly add, if Mr. Ryan should fail or attempt any kind of deception, Mr. McBride will be executed. I shall telephone in 2 hours. Oh, please, do not attempt to follow me. I would hate to injure a lady.
Maggie, let me talk to him. Put him on.
He's gone, Mr. Ryan.
You should not be confined here very much longer, Mr. McBride. If your partner is sensible, then I hope you can compensate for that inadequacy and ensure no one is hurt, including yourself.
And how do we do that?
Simple. Tell me. Now, where can I find Alexa's child?
Oh, come on. You're asking me to turn over a 4-year-old kid to you so you can kill him? Come on, go.
You misunderstand me. Absolutely. With the child as hostage, there'll be no need for any bloodshed. And Alexa will not dare show his face in the country again if he knows his child is in the government's care.
You mean to tell me Alexa's still alive? And in this country?
Yes. There is no need to keep up the pretense any longer, Mr. McBride. We now know he left the boy with a musician friend who turned him over to you and your partner.
So why doesn't he call? Why doesn't he call?
Because the 2 hours aren't up yet.
So maybe we made a mistake. Maybe we should have called Lieutenant Shelton or the feds.
You heard La Binja. Any deception and they'll kill Mac.
Omar, where the hell have you been, man? We've been trying to get you on the phone.
I got detained. Malcolm, this is my friend, Alexo Catamuño.
For a man who's been dead for 3 years, you look remarkably well, Mr. Catamuño.
It was a setup arranged by your American intelligence.
I figured that. A fake execution to get you and your son out of Africa alive, am I right?
Correct. Colonel Radburn brought us to America and kept us alive. That is, until 3 days ago.
How did the opposition find out?
I thought I had been betrayed. There had been a change in policy, shall we say. But now, from what Omar tells me, I realize it was an accident. Apparently, a message to one of my supporters at home was intercepted.
That's simple. Well, now that you've been resurrected, we've got a lot to talk about. The name is Ryan, Peterson T. Ryan.
Mr. Ryan Peterson T. I don't have much time. My son and I are leaving the country tonight. So if you would lead me to him, please.
I can't do that.
What do you mean? If it is a question of your fee.
No, it isn't that. Just give me a little time and I'll explain it to you.
Hello? Mr. Ryan?
Ryan.
Major Labinjo. The exchange must be made tonight.
Hold it. I want to be sure that Mac is all right. I want to talk to him.
Absolutely. He's right beside me.
Pete? Hey, Pete, these people mean business. You gotta give the boy up, you hear me?
Okay, Mac, just take it easy. Calm down, okay?
Don't try anything clever, Pete. You know, like the time you staged that big production. You led us a hell of a dance. None of that.
Okay, Mac, just cool down, huh? Just cool down.
Pete, this is the toughest spot I've been in since the foundation of our partnership.
I want to talk to the others. Hold on a minute, will you? If I could just be sure what he wants. If I could just be sure.
Don't be wrong, Mr. Ryan. Don't be wrong.
Mac, I've talked with the others, and we all agree we'd be accessories to murder and kidnapping. There's no way we're going to drop that kid off. That's the bottom line.
Hey, Pete, don't do this to me.
Oh, come on, Mac. This is America. They're not going to butcher you here.
Oh, Pete, they will. They'll kill me. Pete, I'm not going to die for some lousy foreigner's brat.
Well, you know where he is. Why don't you turn the kid over yourself?
Pete! Stop!
Where's the boy?
I don't know.
I hope I read him right. I really hope I read him right.
I heard you know where the boy is.
Look, if I tell you now, you'll kill me.
You have no choice.
All right. I'll take you to him. Staged that big production. You led us a hell of a dance. Since the foundation.
A hell of a dance. A hell of a dance. group?
Foundation of our partnership.
That's it, the Foundation Theater. We have to put this thing together and fast. Mr. Quedemuño, when we come back, we'll send for your boy. I promise.
Mr. Ryan, it's because of me that your partner's a hostage. Let me come with you. I know these people and I know how to fight them.
You got it. Take us to the boy.
Stand still. If this is a trick, McBride.
No trick.
How your people have kept them, Major.
Spooky. You scared me.
Omar studied native drum music while he was my guest during his tour of Africa. Colonel Radburn knew of that friendship, of course. That's why he pulled Omar in.
Well, there'll be a lot of other drums telling people now that you're coming back from the dead.
You know, we could take care of the little fellow for you, till things cooled off.
Thank you, but he'll be staying with friends of mine in England until it's safe for him to join me.
Ah. Well, there you are.
It isn't going to be the same, just the two of us. I think we ought to think of some other interests like working for us.
Love International.
Oh, you're so bright. You know
Thank you.
He just never lets up, does he?
May I ask you, what's the little fella's name?
Teku Matili Kilimundo.
How's that?
Kumba, for short.
Kumba. Hey, Kumba.
Hi, Kumba.